Hi, it's Joy, and today we're going to be watching Star Wars Rebels Season 1, Episode 12, Vision of Hope. I love the show. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go. They practicing. Chopper is having too much fun. So is Zeb, and Sabine.
Stay close, Senator. You want me to go do that?
He's having a vision!
Your parents were very brave.
Oh.
I saw Galt Travis. Kanan, he knew my parents.
Oh, but he did, and that is a wonderful thing to know, and that is something that we should look into. But there's a lot more to the vision.
Courageous souls on Lothal.
He's talking about us. He said Lothal. I know. Here it comes.
See you soon, my friend.
Lothal's minds are up.
I have been worried.
How do you know that?
My contact Fulcrum says the Senator hides coded messages in his transmission.
I have been worried that the Senator was potentially like a honey trap or something, you know, make people, lure people into thinking he's on their side, but this seems real. With the vision and everything.
Inside the Old Republic Senate building.
This wasn't a hard code to crack.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, too obvious. We should have some insurance in case the Empire's more clever.
You at my parents' house at 1700.
Oh. Bless him.
Trust my feelings. Well,
I
I've never
know.
felt stronger about anything in my life.
But visions, he might know bits and pieces of the vision, or he might not say, oh, I don't know your parents, but if they had done what you're saying, they were very brave, or whatever, please.
That's me, Stealthy Dev Morgan.
In bright orange.
Me last minute. Congratulations.
Oh, he's working with the Inquisitor.
Duties give me great caught.
I mean, I don't think he's like working with him like allegiance-wise, but...
Yeah, my real name is not Dev.
It's not your name.
No, it's...
You there.
Oh, don't tell me they're gonna see... Friend.
My vision.
Yep. He learnt from his vision.
So why'd they risk it all?
They had hope that they could do something to make the galaxy a better place for their son. Cutting it a little close.
You were right, Kanan. They know where the meeting is.
It was basically like, meet me in the town square tomorrow at noon.
Or worse. I know a way in. No one will see us. Hey, I survived alone against the Empire for 8 years. Come on.
Oh, poor boy. Chopper is just so happy causing the chaos. You want Chopper on your side, don't you?
Stay here, just in case we need a backup.
I was talking to Ezra.
Wait, you know what I smell like?
Can we focus,
Yes.
please?
Oh my god. I mean, this is a very important mission. I'm very stressed. You're walking straight into the trap.
Me too. Up top.
Hello? Who's that?
The Empire knows you're here.
That's impossible.
Your message literally said, I'm going to a fall tomorrow and I will be at this exact location at this exact time. Oh.
If you won't talk, then my troopers will become a firing squad. You'd better do as he says.
Don't worry, Senator. Our friends will be along.
I mean, who is this senator, and is he secretly an agent of the Empire luring out rebels everywhere he goes? Because he could be. I don't trust. If the senator is genuine, how has he survived this long? Oh, you did such good practicing, Ezra, good boy.
Being pursued, but never in such a place as this.
Figured you'd be used to running from the Empire.
Yes. Are you a trap? Because you slowed him right down. He barely even gave them time to take a few steps away. What if he's secretly evil and he was saying to Ezra, your parents were brave, but foolish. Or, you know, I watched them die. Or I don't trust this bitch, and I haven't done for a while. And if he's truly a brave ambassador man that we should be supporting, I will be sorry for it.
Good funding, powerful ally. lies?
Tell him
That's
nothing.
it. We're all there.
He,
You can't be serious.
I mean, there is a very good chance that he is what he seems, in that he's just a voice of the rebellion and he has no great skills of survival or escaping, but yes, you need someone to keep the rebellion alive, but I still don't trust him. He does it too frequently.
You, Senator.
I mean, that would be me.
Watch our backs, will ya?
No, you've just given him the gun he's gonna use to shoot you in the back.
That's enough. We're not going anywhere.
Whoa. Senator, what are you doing?
Put your saber down, boy.
I told you.
Down.
I didn't even twig that he said that in the vision.
You're with the Empire?
But all your transmissions, those planets you visited...
These were the two that believed in it the most.
Because no one ever knew the Bridger transmissions. I remember them. The original voices of freedom.
Why?
I know you believed.
Like parents were very
I knew this guy.
very
For weeks, I've been saying this guy couldn't be trusted.
I'll tell you, my boy.
It's too convenient, too easy.
They're not gone, Travis. As long as we fight, all that they spoke out for lives on.
She was onto him. Yes. I was not alone in being onto this bitch.
A true rebel would know. I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry.
What's our plan?
We were gonna stop the...
He knows they don't have a big support system. Has Hera told him what she heard from Sibu about his parents? Protecting his master. They need to transmit. Can they use Ezra's parents or set up to transmit that he's not trustworthy, please? Although he knows that they're the Bridger, he's the son of the Bridger, so they'll look into that house now. That's not a safe house anymore. Like, I've been working at that for hours.
Hey, you're supposed to. Your emotions clouded the vision. It takes
Training and discipline?
Yeah.
to see things clearly, yes.
You know, I wanted to believe in Travis as much as you did.
Yeah, what's wrong with us?
You have hope.
We have
Nothing
hope.
wrong with that.
Hope that things can get better. And they will.
You have to keep your hope. Because if you exist, and if he has been going around ruining, like, doing this with other people, then that means there are people on other planets that are doing the same thing you're doing. And there'll be those that are doing it even stealthier. There is hope. I knew that ambassador, senator, chancellor bitch. I know he's just a senator. I knew he wasn't trustworthy. He was too perfectly convenient. He always managed to cut into the Empire broadcasts, and he didn't say anything that important. He was the one that led them on the trail of Luminara when that was false. That was his intel, and they never once questioned it. That was the minute where I was like, no, too good to be true, and he's given them false intel. And they were like, oh, his codes are unbreakable, and the code was meet me here tomorrow at this exact place. I'm glad we all got out okay and that he didn't manage to one-up our crew. We didn't tell him anything too important. Though it was crushing to see kind of a hero fall for Ezra. Because we know how hard it is, how much it takes for him to see someone in that way, to give his trust to somebody, and to have that taken was a big blow. Has Hera told him whatever Sibu told her? Because at the end of that episode, it was like, oh no, he's not ready, give him some time. But he's had a bit of time. Now would be a good time. Now his parents have come up again, and someone's been like, kind of using the same thing they did, and I don't know. He deserves to know, but it was beautiful at the beginning, seeing the Jedi training, see how that's progressing, seeing that he is getting better, he is learning, he's becoming more attuned with the Force, and he was able to have his first vision. As with any medium, visions of the future are impossible to puzzle together. You can, you know, if I'd had that vision and I'd been like, oh, he was definitely being sneaky in that, he probably would have been a good guy. And I'd have been like, oh, we can't trust him, and he was good. You can try your best to use them and interpret them, but especially at 15, you're not going to be a pro at dealing with your emotions and being able to disengage them from what you're seeing, let alone this from like in just generally what you're seeing in day-to-day life, let alone in visions. I am sad for them that the ambassador, oh my god, it's not an ambassador, that the senator is not a good guy, that they don't, this voice that they've looked to so much is fraudulent, but I hope it will make them think twice in the future and keep their guard up a little bit, because having hope and seeing the best in people, never lose that. Never ever lose that. But while you have hope and while you see the best in people, make sure that there's that little piece of you that's like, this could be shifty, this could be not what it seems, because often it won't be. So in some ways this was a devastating episode, but it's all important lessons and learning, and I'm glad that Ezra is now experiencing these kind of losses and, you know, something that could shatter his trust in people and his belief and his hope, but he has his team around him. He has Kanan to make a joke and to kind of, you know, tell him that he's gonna get there. It takes time. He has Hera to say, oh no, yeah, we have hope and things are gonna get better, because they will. That's what you really need to keep going, and it's not false hope, it's a belief that we are making a difference, and the Empire is so scared of people like us that they have this guy doing false broadcasts. That shows you how scared they are. So in some ways there are positives you can draw from this episode, and I'm glad that they finally know. My big hope is that they can somehow get word out. Maybe she could tell, Fulcrum, is that his name? Her rebel contact. Maybe they could get the word out that way, that do not trust anything that he says. I imagine the Empire won't use him because they'll assume the rebels will pass on the information. But then Ezra was like, oh, we do it ourselves, we don't have a network. And he was like, whoa, you don't have a network? So who knows? But no, this was a good episode. I feel sorry for Ezra, but at the same time, I'm just so happy he has this group, that he's not alone anymore, and that when he's feeling these big emotions and these big life-altering things that could change your worldview, he has good people around him to help him. This is a brilliant episode. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.